you.
Hey everybody, here again, another one. There, check out Gru versus Megamind. Now, me and my friend are about to get into like a little debate before watching this. Now, I was gonna say, in terms of tech, I'm giving it to Megamind. In terms of like hand-to-hand combat, Gru got it. Now, whether or not Gru has the minions, that might be a problem because I'm pretty sure that those little niggas is actually unkillable.
but Jojo, you're
not to mention
the most
not to mention
factor.
five of them got superpowers now. Remember that? Yeah, like 5 of them got superpowers now, like actual mutants.
You're forgetting the most basic factor.
Wow. Now Megamind does got that dehydration gun, and he does have that suit that mimics Metro Man's powers. That will be very useful.
Also,
however,
invisible car, a bunch of drones.
But the car is not going to be used. We have to think what's going to be used in a fight.
Well, here's the thing: who'd win in a fight, me or you?
Hey, I know all your weak points. Not to mention you swing.
I'm large. There's many.
If you swing, I'm gonna weave every single shot, bro.
Dude, what weave? You're gonna be like,
wow. Why don't you like deflect my punches like Po from Kung Fu Panda? And Gru is a secret agent, so he does have like combat training more than Megamind does.
Is dating someone.
Like physical combat, Gru has it, but in terms of technology, I think Megamind has the edge. Now Gru still has tech, but it's like Gru didn't make any of his own tech himself. At least not to my memory.
Never dies. It merely goes.
I mean, I'm sure he's made stuff on his own, but he does have the minions to help him with a lot of it.
Its name to the darkest corners of
and that one doctor.
Man, so evil, he cuts in line at the coffee shop and makes.
No, that was wild. This man.
Man, so evil, he cuts in.
He was so petty in this movie. Didn't he also burn down an amusement park ride? Not amusement park, amusement park game.
Okay,
now, granted,
he made us that kid a balloon animal. Then
popped. Yeah, like this man was extremely petty in this movie.
In line at the coffee shop and makes balloon animals for kids.
You're
and
right.
Then pops them in their face. What a despicable man!
The world would surely tremble at his name, Gru.
Really? Just Gru?
Most unthreatening name of all time, actually.
Stage name or like doctorate?
What are Bob?
You know?
Felonious Gru, son of the supervillain known as the Bald Terror.
Oh man, he's so dead.
Even as a small child.
Oh gosh, that was actually hilarious.
Known as the Bald Terror.
Oh man, he's so dead.
Now, let's also take into account he did backhand a bull shark without looking at it. Like I said,
he just blocked it.
Yeah, in terms of combat, Gru has it by a mile.
No. Okay, wait, but that wasn't really combat. That was more of
but he's
adrenaline.
Yeah, even so, that's the thing. He still has it in him to do that. Not to mention, Gru be throwing straight haymakers at dudes. I don't know if you know this, but he's throwing straight haymakers at guys that dang near knocked them out cold in one shot.
Even as a small child, Gru had big
like
aspirations.
physical strength. Gru has it, I feel like.
And this dog?
And his arsenal grew even more with the help of his new best buddy.
Wait, his email is baldandbeautiful@grumail.com. He's so stupid.
Nefario. See?
Ellen.
That's a super villain name. Come on, man.
With Nefario's help, Gru's gadgets grew gadgets. Flamethrowers, sticky fingers, fantastic entertainment for 2-year-olds, and a fully weaponized airship.
Yeah, right. Most of the tech that he has is not his own made.
Loaded up with wing-mounted machine guns, a rocket thruster that can escape the Earth's atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
Despite the impressive firepower, Gru's go-to weapon seems to be his freeze ray, which can
he just happens to have on him at all times.
With his gadgets and gusto combined, and a little teaching from the School of Villainy, Gru started making strides in the underworld of evil. He swiped the crown jewels when he was only a
Which
kid.
was wild. How the heck did you even get there?
He had a flying bike.
Yeah, but do you know how far it would still take for him to get from America to England?
Well,
Now,
as my
the New
ancestors
York
once
City
said, don't
Jumbotron just
question
for
it.
fun, and even stole both the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty.
It's Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah,
Yep.
Gru was bad, but he wasn't good at being bad. A lot of his schemes kind of blew up in his face.
The line
Yeah.
dividing genius from moron is a thin one. Just look at us.
Oh yeah, my back hurts from carrying all the genius between us.
Wow.
Regardless, while Gru may not
Mine
have
does
been
too,
the infamous
honestly.
villain he'd hoped, he did earn the loyalty of a few guys.
Guys,
Yeah, guys.
A
like
few is
little
questionable
guys. There's
term.
Yes.
Kevin, Bob, Stuart, Otto, Billy, Larry, John, Liam, Chad.
oh,
Yeah, like I said, does he have access to the minions? Because if he does, Megamind might be cooked because you can't kill these guys. I think they tried, they literally had a torture room where they couldn't actively kill any of them.
Stretchy
But-
one was like, wee!
They've shot him, tried to blow him up, tried to, sent them to space and they survive years later without food or water. Like, you can't kill these guys. Like, I don't know how, but you can't do it. Not to mention, 5 have superpowers from the last movie. So how do you
strength and
how could-
vulnerability.
Stretch, Laser Eye, that somehow was able to shoot through the entire planet within a few seconds? Like, I'm not gonna lie, if those guys are anyway involved, Megamind might be
the
cooked.
minions! And that's not just their role, it's the actual name of their species.
Right, the minions have existed since the dawn of life itself, over 3 billion years ago, and they all follow one instinct: to serve the biggest, baddest, most despicable villain they can find.
T-Rex,
Killed all of them.
No.
And
No,
killed-
no.
Yeah, killed all
You-
of them.
You know why they were in the ice? Why they were in the iceberg or the ice cave?
Oh wait, wasn't that like their excuse for them to not be in World War II or something?
Yeah.
Because we all know the joke that would have followed. Yeah, we know.
Count Dracula, AI artists, whatever
AI
evil
artists.
they can lay their grubby little eyes on.
That scene still gets you to this day.
AI artists, whatever evil they can lay their grubby little eyes
Of all ways to shoot, why did you even have to stand on the cannon? You could have stood by it.
on, or just one eye. But finding their big boss was the easy part. Keeping them, not so much.
The amount of
Killed
times
every
the
last
minions
one.
have incidentally caused the death of their own bosses is staggering.
Wait, didn't one of them serve the Queen of England?
What about it?
Nothing.
The minions witnessed Gru's
Wow.
villainy firsthand and decided that he would be the next big boss they follow.
It worked out like PB&J.
And somehow he survived.
These guys do machines.
The minions invented the fly swatter centuries before humans did. They somehow crafted light bulbs and instruments
gonna
while
read all
living in
those
the
names.
Arctic. So naturally, building Gru's absolutely massive evil lair proved a simple task.
They're geniuses. They once pulled off a jailbreak by
Yeah, I can't. You know what's crazy? These are quite possibly the smartest dumb people in like fiction. Because they do be MacGyvering stuff. I'll give them that. They are really good at engineering. Stupid and childish as they may be, they are very good at MacGyvering up some stuff. I'll give them that.
building a flying machine out of prison outfits, vans, computers, and toilets. Aisle seaters are in shambles right now.
And they're seemingly invulnerable, having
Yes,
been smashed
you
flat,
can't
set
kill
on fire,
them.
and exploded by missiles even inside their own mouths. But also, they're possibly immortal? Kevin here has
Yeah,
been around since
they've
the
been
dawn of their species.
Exactly.
Which means Kevin is 3 billion years old.
And their numbers keep increasing.
Exactly.
Over 10,000 minions clock into
How do they all fit in that basement? Over 10K? Now, granted, I knew it was a big number.
Is it like some
Find it-
Batcave like type of thing where he just found it?
I'm not gonna lie, Gru does not have a bat cave. Whatever basement he has might be bigger to hold all of these guys in that place.
work every
It's the-
day.
And yet, in a real
the
work
Gru
setting,
cave.
they'd be fired in minutes.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a banana, a popsicle, a butt, or anything remotely silly to distract them enough for plans to go off course. But these guys love TikTok.
It's no wonder that
They do.
even with thousands
Let's
of
be
minions
honest,
at
they
his
all have
back,
brain rot
Gru
content on their
still
phones.
couldn't cut it as a supervillain. Maybe it was time to hang up the freeze ray for good. but not before taking a chance at his ultimate dream.
Steal the moon!
Which is wild.
said
You would think he would know the ramifications of taking the moon before doing it.
No, what I want to know is, what was your plan with it?
I don't know. It's one of those things that villains have where it's like they have a goal, but after they achieve it, not much else is thought out. You know what I'm saying?
And done.
Oh no, really? The moon?
When he couldn't get the shrink ray he needed on his own, Gru required a new, even more
Child slavery. That's
Okay, what do you think they're doing with the minions?
yeah. Granted, yeah. Like he really did say, "Let me take these 3 little girls to help me with a heist." He went through the adoption process and
Maybe.
everything to do
Can he
this.
put them in unexploded nuclear bombs?
What was he gonna do? Just keep the receipt, then send them back after the job was done?
It's like, okay, goodbye.
Was he like genuinely gonna let them like fall off a cliff to like get rid of the evidence or something during the movie?
despicable weapon.
No,
Children.
basically, it's fall off
Specifically
a roller
adopting
coaster.
3 girls. And somehow it worked. Crime of the century, here we go.
How tragic that through all the dance recitals and unicorns, Gru discovered the joys of fatherhood.
Oh,
All it
story of
took.
my life. God, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, out with the villain and in with the bedtime stories.
But even though he turned a new leaf for his daughters, Gru wasn't done commanding his minion army. Now he'd just do it as not a villain by joining the Anti-Villain League.
The AVL hooked him up with lipstick tasers and goop grenades, mini submarines and high-tech cars, and some great date nights with the future Mrs. Gru. Things are looking up, buddy.
5 minions even underwent experimental procedures to
Yeah,
become
right.
more powerful than before. The Mega Minions.
Tim stretches. Dave got super strength. Gus got super strength and flight. Sorry, Dave. Jerry became an indestructible brick monster who
Literally
eats
the
live
thing.
bombs. He's my favorite. And Mills' new laser eye can blast through the planet and hit a
Which is wild. It blew
The
through
planet
the.
should be dead.
If that thing hit anywhere like closer to the Earth's core, we would have all been done. Mind you, that was by accident. And that was day 1 of him having powers. Like, that's nasty work.
satellite on the other side in less than a second.
Calculating its speed across the Earth, that's 5% the speed of light.
So, Gru's true calling wasn't being a villain at all. He's an anti-villain, and he's good at it too. This guy can dodge heat-seeking
Dodge
missiles,
missiles.
and casually punch out a shark.
Which is
He didn't punch
crazy.
it. He just blocked it.
Either way is insane. No regular man is pulling off
And
that
what we
feat.
learned from this is, do not
He's-
mess with a man's daughters.
No, like take your kids back. If you can block, punch, parry a shark without looking at it, you got it, man. You got
In
it.
one shot. All because he was in full dad mode.
But the most incredible element here is easy to miss. For billions of years, the minions have had the biological drive to serve the greatest villain they can find. And yet, despite Gru's turn away from villainy, they chose to continue serving him. The minions' love for Gru is so strong, it overwrote their primordial genetic code.
They still see greatness in him, even now. After all, Felonious Gru will go to the moon and back.
Hey,
to
that's
keep
a
his
good like
family
30
safe.
years of loyalty.
Wait, Kevin, don't touch that button!
They've been with that man for
Okay,
that's
Megamind should be up next, but there is a chance that it got
yeah. I was just gonna say like the minion's been with Gru for decades. Like he's quite possibly the longest lasting boss that they
And
have.
stuff. But the important thing is, you'll be able to watch the
Oh wait.
the villain. What happens when the villain wins? On a grim, dark day, the citizens of Metro City learned the horrifying answer to that question when their hero, their Metro Man, was lost forever. Bested by the fearsome supervillain destined for greatness, Megamind.
Cause if your rival's name is gonna be that on the nose, you better match that energy. Their feud goes way back to when they escaped their dying planet Superman style and immediately got in each other's way.
While Metro Baby landed in a nice and cozy
Which is quite possibly
No,
the,
he no. He,
the
blocked
craziest interception in animated history. This man not only blocked his chance to get into that house, he sent him directly to prison.
go collect $200.
The craziest interception of all time. How does that even happen? It would be different if it landed at an orphanage or something. A prison? Why did they keep the baby there? Unless they kept it under like illegal alien type laws or something. But even then, you should have not kept him in a prison with grown men. Not even juvie, grown men, bro.
Home, he caused the weird blue kid to crash land in prison and literally grow up behind bars. What kind of city government would make the kid stay in jail?
Exactly. And I just said
No,
this.
no offense. Why does the bald one with the beard kind of look like the guy from SML?
Who's doing it like
It
this?
wasn't as bad as you
mean
think.
Brooklyn guy?
He was a perfect fit
Uh,
for the
the guy
Metrocity
who
prison
wasn't
for the
Cody.
criminally gifted.
Metro City.
But
Oh,
while everyone
Poopy?
outside bars loved
Yeah.
that new kid
Oh,
who could fly,
I guess.
they weren't too keen on the boy with the big blue head and his constant string of destructive accidents.
So if he was going to be the bad guy no matter what, why not embrace it and become a true supervillain?
Yeah, sounds kind of like you. Megamind is a genius
Wow.
inventor, creating weapons to stage prison breaks before he could even talk.
Yeah, like you
Does
see, in
sound
terms
like
of
me. With a bit of
technology,
tutoring from
Megamind
Hockey
has
Villain in
it.
the ways of wrongdoing.
He's
he
made
got
this
to work
stuff
on
by
his
himself.
Starting career, facing off with his destined rival over and over again.
And Megamind's got everything he needs. An invisible car for getaways, assuming he can find the thing. A hoverbike.
Low key, that's also like very impractical. Like, what happens if someone, like, what happens if you stop and then someone rams into your car? They're gonna know that's you. That's not the invisible jet makes more sense than the invisible car. Because there's less things to hit in the sky than on the road.
For flying and shooting at the same time, if he can multitask. Lasers, bombs, bubble guns, baseball bats, jet boots, and more galore.
But his go-to is the D-gun, a laser pistol with very
Yeah,
special effects,
like if he
such
has
as
this gun,
destroying,
Gru's gonna have to get rid of
decelerating,
it day one.
demoralizing, de-locking, de-gravity thing.
Hey,
Just does everything, dig it. But nah, if Gru's gonna
Gravity thing.
like if Megamind pulls out any of these straps, Gru's gonna have to get rid of it or dodge like crazy. Because if he gets shot with that gun, it's a wrap for everybody.
wouldn't expect a guy calling himself Megamind to have the best name ideas, Wiz. He probably based the entire thing around his favorite setting, dehydration, which turns people and objects into tiny cubes for easy storage, though they can be returned to normal with a drop of water.
He did keep the whole mind
Oh,
thing
yeah, I
running
forgot
with his
that.
horde of henchmen, the Brain Bots. These mini-mechs follow Megamind's every command, even pulling off the most incredible drone show you've ever seen in your life.
Presentation.
Which, according to the director's commentary, is made up of over
Now, granted, I don't think they have it against the minions. These things can break very easily. Minions can't. I think minions might have it over these robot dudes.
100,000 brain bots.
And
No,
minions
ironically,
love
I wouldn't
to
call
break
his brain
things.
bots, smart. That designation goes to Megamind's proper minion. Minion!
Minion serves many roles for Megamind.
Yeah.
Sidekick, guy in the chair, awkward sibling relationship despite technically being his pet.
The best fish friend you could have in your plans to kidnap news reporter Roxanne Ritchie to piss off Metro Man for the 19th time this week. Or
Wow.
for the final time. Children, shield your eyes!
He did it! Thanks to his most powerful invention of all, an orbital death ray that could shatter mountains, Metro City's hero had
Which is a
fallen.
crazy
It
thing
was
to make.
Megamind's time to rule.
And he had no idea what to do next. With Metro Man dead, what was even the point?
Clearly, he needed a new superhero to fight, and apparently, he could just make that happen with his defeat.
Which is a wild way to like get your spark back. So you like getting beat up? Is that just like your pride and joy? And also, he made a gun that can make someone theoretically Superman within a day. Like all he needed was that DNA, and it was a wrap. And he made a dang near Kryptonian. Now, obviously, I'm pretty sure Metro Man is nothing compared to Superman, but still, like that's a crazy weapon to have on you.
User gun, he injected this loser with Metro Man's DNA.
No, I don't think he's
turning
gonna
him
use
into
this gun in the
Metro Man
fight because that doesn't
2.0.
make sense at all.
Megamind even trained him himself, using his disguise generator and expert acting skills. What a performer!
Like some of the tech that he
But
has
for
in
all
this
his smarts,
fight won't even be
Megamind is
used
a
because it doesn't
terrible
make sense
judge of character.
combatively.
When Titan turned tyrant, Metrocity needed yet another superhero to save it.
Metro City. Thanks to some encouragement from an old friend,
Markiplier.
Hey, leave him out of this. Leave him out of it.
But can we talk about how this man had a midlife crisis within the span of like like when he said fire the cannon, there was a slight cut between that and him being in the building, and he had the whole crisis. That was like in the span of like a second, if not milliseconds. He had that entire like life's exploration. That's an incredible speed feat.
Rival who wasn't actually dead at all and just let all of this happen despite having godlike superpowers.
Yes.
Thanks to some encouragement from a very experienced friend, Megamind stepped up to the plate.
Hey, he had the moxie for it. Megamind's tanked explosions and dodged electric blasts. Titan was strong enough to toss around a skyscraper, and Megamind put up a solid fight with his mech armor.
A suit specifically designed to mimic the pilot's movements, whether it be lamp
Yeah,
sword
like how
fighting,
much of his
busting
tech
a
does he
move,
have in this
or
fight
being
is the real question.
surprisingly stealthy.
And with quick thinking and some hench help, Megamind taught Titan a lesson he knew all too well. The bad guy always loses.
So the city decided to just forgive Megamind of all his years of terror and destruction and call him their superhero.
Bro, that was hilarious. They tried to cheer this man on, then he pulled out the strap immediately. Back away, savages. he thought he was about to get
Forgive
murdered.
Megamind of all his
Like, look. He was ready to air out everybody in that entire crowd.
years of terror and destruction and call him their superhero. I guess they didn't really have any better options.
Hey, Megamind took his new role as the city's hero seriously.
And granted, if he's a hero, then all the problems go away theoretically.
And X-ray vision.
Now, the D-gun is used to make runaway bad guys lose their balance and get caught. His portal bazooka is excellent for saving people from out-of-control cars.
Portal bazooka?
And while the Death Ray
Has
might
a
not
portal
have been
gun?
a hero killer, it's
No, it's a
certainly
portal
great at blowing
bazooka.
up giant evil robots.
It's just a bigger portal
Minion
gun.
was all for it.
Actually, once they went nice, Minion had to legally change his name to Old Chum because of some
For
other
why?
Minion-related thing.
What? You mean the yellow guys?
No, I mean they got a cease and desist from Mr. Minion's Meatsicles.
What?
Sounds delicious.
Oh,
I'm
that
still gonna
freaking
call him
movie.
Minion. You can't break up this duo.
Even as Megamind uses his tools for good, destruction still tends to be inevitable. To the point that, as the new mayor of Metro City and his new partner, Roxanne instated a policy that anyone inconvenienced by a Megamind battle would receive a free cup of coffee. That sounds horrifically.
Imagine being a survivor of the Battle of New York, and their like reparations for surviving is a cup of coffee. Imagine that for a second.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Give me everything you have. I have nothing to lose.
Like, my insurance can't cover any of this, okay? We're gonna need, like, we're gonna at least need homes. Because none of our insurance policies have any of this stuff on the list. We're not getting any of our money back, okay?
Right for corruption.
So that's why there's so many Starbuckses everywhere. At least the brain bots are covering all the cleanup. It's a messy job being a superhero, but Megamind's finally found his purpose, even saving the city from the Doom Syndicate, which is like 6 of him.
Though not without some self-induced difficulty. You have an instant wind gun on your hip. Use it!
Hey, with girlfriend, sidekick, and adoring fans to keep him going, it doesn't matter what sort of danger comes to town. Megamind will always rise up as the defender of Metrocity!
It's Metro City!
Wow.
Wiz, what happened to you? You look
Oh, not them got their own plushies. Okay, let's see who got it. Who's your parlay on? I'm not gonna
Without
lie.
minions or with minions.
Let's say everything in the video is what they have. I might.
Yeah, Gru's winning.
Dang. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My parlay is going on Gru because I'm not gonna lie. Those minions are our problem. If he has the
here's the thing. Yes, you have a suit that can rival superhuman, but again, minions can't die.
Exactly. No matter of armor or guns that you have. I mean, the dehydration gun maybe. That maybe can do something, but again, there's over 10,000 of them. That's a lot of that's a lot of spraying and praying, okay?
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
And again, if this fight is mostly straight hands, then Gru also has it.
Minions, prep the artillery! We're not letting him get away!
Hi, peoples!
Ooh, and here I thought it was the hero who chases the bad guys! Ha!
Wow.
Minion, I'm going to need a new pair of pants.
Yes, sir. Sending you the Sunday Best package.
What?
Take this!
Dang. Ow. How did he pose like that?
Laser, a dark color scheme.
Oh, weave.
Henchmen who look the same. Laser gun. Ingenious weaponry. You are certainly a real supervillain.
Oh, wow. Now, there are more robots than minions, but at the same time, the robots, I remember, were easy to break.
And what might that be? Presentation!
Action!
Minions, assemble and start the music.
Wow. He's just streaming all of this.
Oh, check that mark in the morning. No, hey, we just fixed that. Come on, sir, smash him. Oh, hey, that's kind of cute.
They're just chilling.
You dare challenge Megamind in my own monstrosity? Do you even know
Yeah,
who I
home field
am?
advantage.
Well, life is full of disappointments.
Hey!
Wow. Oh, no. Like I said, these minions are gonna be a problem.
Lucian gun!
If you're going to steal my lines, at least do it properly.
Dang. But they can't get water. Where are they gonna get the water from? Oh, wow.
Okay, thank you for the help.
Minion, is the death ray ready?
Approaching.
This man says a tactical nuke?
Approaching Mach 1 and go.
He's a regular man. This man really is about to do a drone strike on one human. That's your ult? At least Metro Man was a superhuman. The Gru's a regular person.
Getting there, almost, kinda, maybe, on the way. Yes!
Fire!
Whoa!
What? Low-key, should have still died from that.
Oh, Roxanne's gonna kill me.
It's a free cup of coffee.
Remember this, villain! The good guys always win!
How did he survive that? I'm not gonna lie.
Really done. Dehydration gun!
Villain! You mean... Oh, wait a minute. This is all a big misunderstanding.
Wow. It said dehydration. No, that was incineration. What the heck was the gun setting?
No, that was just... Oh, it's fake.
He disintegrates.
Oh, work is going to kill me for this.
I guess that's 2 for Gru, 0 for Will Ferrell.
2 for Gru's. Like I said, he'd be throwing haymakers, but no, I'm not gonna lie to you. Gru should have died from that one sun explosion. That was a concentrated heat of the sun. A minion's laser should not be able to also combat that. That thing eliminated that observatory Metro Man was in. Gru should have at least been in the radius of damage.
With so many chaotic factors in this fight, it can get overwhelming trying to keep track of them all.
So we'll break it down 3 ways: arsenal, minions, and skill.
And let's be honest, I think Megamind, he was too dramatic. He just wouldn't finish the job. Like, he had to be eccentric. That was his problem. He just doesn't know when to
Like
stop.
again, it's presentation.
Yeah, and that's also why you die.
In
It's
terms of weapon versatility, Megamind definitely had much more to use. The
Yes.
D-gun alone had enough effects to match what Gru could do with nearly his whole kit. Throw in disguise generators, invisible cars, portal bazookas, and it's a lot for Gru to handle.
Just one problem. Megamind might have had variety, but Gru's weaponry was far stronger in scope. Sure, Megamind's death ray
Really?
could blow up a mountain, but Gru's shrink ray could take out the moon.
And is much
That's
easier to
fair.
use on top of it. Frankly, much of Megamind's deadliest weaponry would have
actually, you know what? The sun laser was weaker, and here's why. It did blow up the observatory, however, it stopped there. But the minion's laser shot through the planet within
Kept
like a
going.
span of a few seconds and kept going. So yeah, the laser would be stronger. However, Gru was still in the blast radius. That still should have at least scorched him beyond belief, to be honest.
little effect anyway.
Check this out. When Gru first tried to get the shrink ray, he triggered a missile trap.
That's also fair. He did get slimed out by like a few 50 missiles and survived to tell the tale. So his durability was maxed. I can't deny that. He was getting slimed by that man's house and survived to tell the tale.
So explosive, it created a mushroom cloud. Based on the size of the blast, that's about 4 kilotons of TNT. And all those missiles fired at him from point-blank range.
Yes.
Shockingly, that's about 38 times greater than Megamind's orbital death.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I guess, yeah, adding on that fact and the fact that the minion's laser would be theoretically more powerful because it did blow through the planets and further beyond, that makes more sense. Okay, that does make more sense.
Ray. And Gru kind of just walked it off.
Like a minor
Megamind's
inconvenience.
Mecha suit could take big hits like that, but Megamind himself? No.
So
No.
Megamind would have a hard time blowing him up, but he could still dehydrate him, disintegrate him, freeze him, or even just turn off his
really
gravity
could
and
have.
send him flying into space, right?
Sure, though Gru does have some similar weaponry. As far as arsenal is concerned, Gru could take out Megamind through sheer firepower, but Megamind could potentially counter with the D-gun's effects. It's a whoever shoots first wins situation.
Yeah, it sounds
Their
like it.
arsenals match up fairly evenly.
But these guys aren't alone. Let's cover Gru's minions and
Megamind got the numbers, minions got the power. That's what I'm getting from this.
Megamind's minions.
1-to-1, one of Gru's minions was certainly more likely to take out a brainbot. Sure, minions may have the attention span of an iPad kid, but they
Yes.
can effortlessly hack, dismantle, and rewire most machines.
Like, yeah, exactly.
You know,
They're the
Megamind's
most
brainbots.
smartest
And
dumb
they just
dudes in
won't
history.
Die. Certainly nothing the brainbots have can take them out. For all we know, the minions may be completely indestructible.
To be fair, maybe one brainbot doesn't stand a chance against one minion, but there are far more brainbots than minions in total.
Yeah.
10 times more. And the brainbots are a much more organized and focused unit.
Compared to the vanilla minions, maybe. But the mega minions are strong enough to rip and chomp through metal
Exactly.
like wet paper. Aunt Mel's got a history of destroying satellites with a laser beam strong enough to cut through the earth. So it's bye-bye Death Ray.
But we can't ignore the most competent minion of them all. Minion! Or Megamind's
He
minion.
was just at the
Old Chuck.
house.
He's way more competent than Dr. Navario, can operate all the tech like the mech suit used to fight Titan, and can match Megamind's brains and style beat for beat. Remember that whole presentation bit in the movie? Yeah, that wasn't Megamind, that was Minion.
While Megamind's
yeah.
army lacks the power of, say, the Mega Minions, having a second in command who's just as smart and capable as him makes up for it, making a battle of their underlings too close to call.
So,
Really?
if neither of them has a clear edge
Oh,
in
yeah, I
weaponry
guess.
or their henchmen, what matters most isn't the tools themselves, but how good or bad they are at using them. It all comes down to skill.
Both Gru and Megamind have their share of less than genius moments and bad luck, but even in the face of things gone wrong, Gru tends to fail upwards, still ultimately completing his mission.
Yeah, Gru can lock in. I'll give him that much. He does be goofy. But when he locks in, he locks in. Megamind, he's too used to consistent failure. Like, Megamind's only really had a few successes in his life. Gru, while he still does fail at things. He has succeeded more times than Megamind has.
Unlike Megamind, who tends to fail much harder before he learns how to succeed.
And
Yes.
we love him for it. It's not like Gru has to put up with Elvis Superman, but even during their villain phases, Gru found some
Superman is
success,
crazy.
unlike Megamind.
Who also has a bad habit of not using his weapon effectively. Like
Yes.
never using the D-gun against the Doom Syndicate. Either because he can get easily flustered, or he just loves showing off. So it's more
Okay,
likely
yeah, like I
Gru
said,
could
he doesn't know when to
succeed in
finish
a
the
whoever
job.
shoots first wins quick draw situation with their arsenals.
Quick Draw is right. Megamind's dodge and electric blast is impressive, clocking in around half the speed of sound.
But it pales in comparison to Gru piloting hypersonic ships into space and dodging heat-seeking missiles at Mach 10, meaning he is fast enough to win that quick draw. Gru takes skill, which finally tips the scales. After a nail-biting back and forth, he has just enough to land the winning blow first, more often than not.
Sorry,
Makes
Megamind.
sense.
I think you losing was a monstrosity.
It's Metro's Atros.
Stop.
And the winner is Felonious Gru.
His name's
Next time
Felonious?
on Death Battle.
All right, who is it gonna be? Chainsaw Man? Oh, Dingy
Subscribe
versus...
and join as a member to see
Oh, Yuji versus Dingy. I'm not gonna lie, Yuji got hands. I'm not gonna lie, Yuji got hands. But I don't know what all Chainsaw Man's capable of either.
Yeah.
But hey, I guess I'll find out someday. But I guess that's it for this one, y'all. Hope you have a good day. And God bless.
Yeah, boy.